Hey everyone, it's Blister, and today we're taking a deep dive into Dream League Soccer 2026. The new update is packed with features that'll honestly make you fall in love with the game all again. Alright, so first, I want to talk about the pre-match warm-up because honestly, this is my favorite part of the entire Dream League Soccer 2026 update. The moment I saw it for the first time, I knew this game had taken a huge step forward. You start the match, and instead of jumping straight onto the pitch like older DLS versions, your players actually warm up, and it looks so realistic. You've got players doing quick jogging routines, lightly moving across the grass to loosen up. Then you see another group doing ball juggling drills, keeping the ball up, controlling it with their feet, thighs, sometimes even the chest. And it looks smooth, not robotic. Then it gets even better. You see players practicing shooting drills, small setups where they take short shots at mini goals to get the feel of the ball. Others are working on passing drills, moving the ball back and forth in triangles, just like in real training sessions. And then there's the cone work training, where players weave through cones, practicing close control and agility like actual pros. All of this together makes the game feel alive in a way DLS has never done before. It creates a real football atmosphere, like you're not just loading into a match, you're actually watching your team prepare, focus, and get mentally ready. It gives the game that broadcast feeling, almost like watching a real match on TV, where they show warm-ups before kickoff. And I'm not gonna lie, seeing this for the first time increased my love for the game instantly. It shows attention to detail, it shows effort, and it makes every match feel more important. This warm-up feature might look small, but it adds a layer of realism that changes the vibe of the entire experience. DLS 2026 nailed this. Secondly, I've got to talk about the way the stadium is displayed before every match in Dream League Soccer 2026, because honestly, this part is top tier compared to the previous updates we've seen. Right before kickoff, the game now shows the stadium from different camera angles, wide shots, overhead shots, slow cinematic pans, and it instantly sets the mood for the match. It feels like those real-life TV match introductions, where the broadcast gives you a full look at the arena before the players walk out. My favorite part of all these stadium views has to be the night view. Don't get me wrong, the day view is clean, bright, and definitely lit, but the nighttime view just hits different. The moment those stadium floodlights fire up, and you see the glow bouncing off the pitch, everything feels more alive. But the detail that really sells it for me is the background city lights. You can actually see parts of the city lit up behind the stadium, buildings glowing, streets shining, and it gives the whole environment a more realistic, modern football atmosphere. It doesn't feel like you're loading into a mobile game anymore. It feels like you're about to watch a real evening match on TV. This new presentation style adds excitement before the game even starts. It builds anticipation, it feels cinematic, and it makes every match look like a big event. DLS 2026 really leveled up with this one. Thirdly, I want to talk about the player walkout from the dressing room, because in Dream League Soccer 2026, this part is truly unique. In previous updates, you never really saw much of this moment. The game would just cut straight to kickoff, and that was it. But in DLS 2026, you actually get to watch the players walk out of their dressing rooms, just like we see on real football broadcasts. You see the tunnel, you see the players lining up, adjusting their socks, fixing their armbands, focused and ready. The doors open, and they step out together as a team, the captain leading the line, both squads moving side by side toward the pitch. It adds so much realism because this small moment is something football fans know so well. It's that tense, exciting walk right before the match begins, and now DLS finally captures it. Seeing your team march out like that makes every game feel more serious, more official, and more immersive. It's a simple addition, but it completely changes the atmosphere and brings the game closer to what we watch on TV. Fourthly, let's talk about one feature that really shocked me in a good way, the live score updates you get while playing a match. This is one of those small details that ends up making the game feel way more realistic than before. So while you're in the middle of your match, Dream League Soccer 2026 now displays the live score from another ongoing fixture right at the side of your screen. And it doesn't just stop there. The commentator actually reacts to those scores in real time, the same way real-life broadcasters do during major league matches.
There's been a goal. The losing team will have to do something, or they're heading out.
For example, you might be pushing forward trying to score, and suddenly the commentator jumps in like, "There's been a goal in the other match." And boom, the updated score pops up at the corner. That alone adds this extra layer of excitement, pressure, and immersion, especially if you're playing career mode where every result matters. This little update reminds you that you're not just playing an isolated match, you're part of a bigger football world where multiple games are happening at the same time. It makes the whole experience feel way more alive and connected, just like watching a live league weekend on TV. Honestly, features like this are why Dream League Soccer 2026 is starting to feel less like a mobile game and more like a full football simulation experience. It's small, but it hits different. Fifthly, let's talk about something that honestly blew my mind: the upgraded stadium facilities in Dream League Soccer 2026. This update didn't just refresh a few textures, it gave the entire stadium environment a completely new look, new animations, and a new level of life. The first thing you'll notice is that you can now spin around and view the whole stadium facility from every angle. And trust me, once you start rotating that camera, you'll understand how much detail the developers put into this update. One of the standout features is the helicopter pad sitting right among the stadium facility buildings. It's such a small thing, but it gives the stadium this modern, premium feel, like a real-world, top-tier arena built for big matches and VIP arrivals. Then there's the location of the stadium itself. The entire facility is built right beside a canal, and you can actually see boats and yachts parked along the water. The animations make the place feel alive, like there's activity happening even outside your match. And just beyond that, you can clearly see the roads as well. What this means is simple. The stadium can be accessed in all three major ways: by air, by land, and by water. That level of creativity and world building is something we definitely haven't seen in previous DLS updates. And honestly, it's these tiny but thoughtful details that make Dream League Soccer 2026 feel so special. The developers didn't just upgrade the stadium, they built a whole environment around it, giving players a sense of scale and realism that takes the game to another level. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the DLS 26 update, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me which new feature is your favorite. I'll catch you in the next one.